Hi everyone, welcome to another video lesson. In this video, you will learn how to solve problems involving geometric series. Previously, we defined a geometric series as the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence. Remember that a geometric sequence is one where each term is multiplied by a common ratio to get the next term. The formulas that we can use in solving geometric series are the following. First, you have the formula for the finite geometric series. You have S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. While the formula for infinite geometric series is S is equal to a over 1 minus r, where the absolute value of r is less than 1. Now let's try to solve this problem as an application of geometric series. A library receives 10 donated books in the first month, 20 in the second, 40 in the third, and so on. How many books are donated in the first 6 months? To solve this, let's start with identifying our given. So our first given here is a sub 1 is equal to 10 because there are 10 donated books in the first month. And then we have the value of r which is equal to 2 since our number doubled every month. And then aside from that, we are given n equals 6 because we need to determine how many books are donated in the first 6 months. Now, given these values, we will now substitute this to our formula. S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. The reason why we choose this formula, it is because this problem is an example of a finite geometric series. So by substituting the values, we have here s sub 6 is equal to 10, that's our first term, times 1 minus 2 raised to 6 over 1 minus 2. So 2 raised to 6 is equal to 64. And then 1 minus 2, this is equal to negative 1. Simplifying further, 10 divided by negative 1, that gives us negative 10, and 1 minus 64, that gives us negative 63. So multiplying these two, negative 10 and negative 63, that gives us 630. So therefore, a total of 630 books were donated in the first 6 months. Example number 2. A printer prints 500 flyers in the first run, 750 in the second, 1,125 in the third, and so on. How many flyers are printed in the 7 run? Let us begin again with identifying our given. So since our printer prints 500 flyers in the first run, so that means our a sub 1 here is equal to 500. And then for our r, this is 1.5 because if you are going to divide our second term by our first term that is 750 divided by 500. Okay, 750 divided by 500, that will give us 1.5. So therefore, the value of r here is equal to 1.5. And then, since we are asked to determine the number of flyers printed in the first 7 runs, so therefore, our value of n is 7. And substituting again this one to our formula, we then have s sub 7 is equal to 500 times 1 minus 1.5 raised to 7 over 1 minus 1.5. And so when you simplify this, 1.5 raised to 7, that is 17.085937.5, and subtract 1 from that, you will obtain negative 16.085937.5. Next is, you multiply it by 500, so that will give us negative 8,000. 42.96875 divided by negative 0.5. So when you divide these two numbers, you will obtain 16,085.9375. So since we are asked to determine the number of flyers, then we can say that approximately there are 16,086 flyers printed in the first 7 runs. For the third example, a tank is filled with 100 liters in the first minute, then 50 liters in the second, 25 liters in the third, and so on. What's the total amount of water added if this continues forever? Now, based again on our problem, in the first minute, we have 100 liters, so therefore our value of A sub 1 here is 100. And then to determine our common ratio, we just have to divide the two consecutive terms, so that is 50 divided by 100. That gives us 1 half. And since there is no given value of n here, we will check if this one is an example of an infinite geometric series. So our infinite geometric series can be used if the absolute value of our r is less than 1. And looking at the value of our r here, since this is 1 half, so the absolute value of this is also 1 half, and that 1 half is less than 1. So meaning to say, we can apply our formula in the computation of our geometric series for infinite series. So the formula is S is equal to A over 1 minus R. And substituting the value of A and R, we will have 100 over 1 minus 1 half. So 1 minus 1 half here, that is equal to positive 1 half. Now we have 100 over 1 half. Next thing that we need to do is to get the reciprocal of our denominator. So the reciprocal of 1 half is 2 over 1. And multiplying this one, 100 times 2 over 1, that gives us 200. So therefore, the total amount of water added is 200 liters. Example number 4. A specific genetic mutation is introduced into a controlled insect population. Because the mutation slightly reduces lifespan, only 80% of the insects carrying the mutation successfully pass it on to the next generation. If the initial generation starts with 500 insects carrying the mutation, what is the total cumulative number of mutated objects that will ever exist across all generations? Following the same procedure with example number 3. So our given here, initially we have 500 insects, and then since we are given here our rate already, which is 80%, so of course 80% or 0.80 is less than 1, so we can apply our formula for infinite geometric series. So substituting this one in our formula, we have S is equal to A over 1 minus R. So our A here is 500, our R is 0.80. When you simplify that, that will give us 500 over 0.20. And 500 over 0.20, that is equivalent to 2,500. So therefore, the total number of mutated insects that will ever exist across all generations is 2,500. To summarize what we've learned in this video, a geometric series is the sum of the terms of a geometric sequence, and there are two formulas that we can use. The first one is for our finite geometric series, and for the second one, this is for our infinite geometric series. Thank you for watching. See you again next video.